Married to Medicine Season 12, Episode 14 Review. Met Gala Mishaps, When Charity Meets Chaos. If there's one thing the ladies of Married to Medicine know how to do, it's turn a good cause into a full-blown Bravo production. Season 12, Episode 14, titled, Met Gala Mishaps, was supposed to be the big, classy finale where the group came together to celebrate Toya's charity event. Instead, what viewers got was group chat confusion, money arguments, awkward apologies, and enough shade to block the sun. Welcome to the finale, where charity met chaos. Toya's gala. A good idea, with messy execution. The entire season had been building toward Toya Bush Harris's Med Gala, a charity event meant to raise money for scholarships for Black medical students. Now on paper, that sounds amazing. But the road to the gala was so messy it looked like a Bravo group text thread gone wrong. Toya apparently sent hundreds of messages about the event. The location changed, the details changed, the expectations changed, and somewhere in all of that confusion, some of the women realized they had been listed as founders of the gala without fully knowing what that meant. Which also meant they were expected to cough up $2,500 each. Now listen, charity is wonderful. But nothing starts drama faster than unexpected invoices. The look on some of the ladies' faces basically said, "Wait, we supporting a cause or funding your event?" And the internet definitely noticed. When new cast members show up, without tickets. One of the biggest awkward moments of the night came when Dr. Mimi and her husband Steve arrived at the gala. Only problem, they didn't have tickets. Yes, you read that right, they showed up to a fundraising gala without paying for entry. Now to be fair, they claimed they didn't know they had to purchase tickets because they were not involved in the planning. But still, this is a Bravo event. You know there's always going to be a door, a list, and someone checking receipts. And sure enough, they were stopped at the entrance. Enter Drive, Eugene, who suddenly became the unofficial security guard of the evening. The moment quickly turned into a tense argument about money, expectations, and whether the whole gala planning process had been handled fairly. And while the scene was uncomfortable, it was also classic reality TV. Nothing says, Bravo finale, like arguing about tickets at a charity event. Curtis tries to apologize, and immediately messes it up. Another storyline that carried into the finale involved Curtis and Quad. Earlier in the season, Curtis made comments about Quad and her partner's IVF journey that many viewers felt were insensitive. So in the finale, Curtis attempted to apologize. But his apology started with the most dangerous words in reality television history. "If I offended you, now everybody knows that's not an apology. That's a public relations statement." Even Drive, Jackie quickly corrected him, reminding him that a real apology doesn't start with, "if." The moment was awkward, but it also highlighted something fans have been talking about all season, the tension between Curtis and Quad hasn't fully healed. And honestly, it might not until the reunion. Simone's family drama finally calms down. Not everything in the episode was chaotic. One of the more emotional storylines this season involved Drive. Simone and her family. Earlier episodes showed serious tension between Simone, her husband Cecil, and their sons about finances and responsibility. Simone felt like the kids were relying too much on their parents. Cecil seemed more sympathetic to them. And for a while, it looked like the family was headed for a serious breakdown. But in the finale, things softened. Simone's son Miles apologized, acknowledging that he understood his mother's frustration. Cecil also admitted he may not have handled the situation perfectly. It was one of the few moments in the episode where viewers saw real growth instead of reality TV theatrics. And honestly, it was refreshing. Because sometimes on Bravo, the emotional moments hit harder than the drama. The gala actually worked shockingly. Despite all the confusion leading up to it, the gala itself turned out to be a success. The event raised money for scholarships, and 2 students were awarded $5,000 each. Which means that under all the drama, the original mission actually mattered. And credit where credit is due, Toya did manage to pull the event together. But that doesn't mean the journey there wasn't chaotic. Because let's be honest, if this gala had been planned quietly and smoothly, it wouldn't have made good television. The cast dynamic going into the reunion. By the end of the episode, the group seemed to reach a temporary peace. But if you've watched Married to Medicine long enough, you know one thing. Peace on the finale usually means war at the reunion. Here's where everyone seems to stand. Toya, proud of the gala but still side-eyed by some of the ladies about how it was organized. Quad, still processing Curtis's comments and not fully convinced the apology was genuine. Dr. Jackie, acting as the calm voice of reason, as usual. Simone and Cecil, moving toward a better place with their family. Mimi and Steve, definitely leaving the gala with some tension after the ticket drama. And if Bravo's preview clips are any indication, the reunion is about to reopen every single one of these conversations. Final thoughts. Season 12 of Married to Medicine has been one of the more emotional seasons in recent years. The show balanced serious topics, marriage, finances, family expectations, fertility, with the kind of drama that Bravo fans love. And the finale captured that balance perfectly. It had charity and confusion, awkward apologies, money arguments, family healing, and just enough shade to remind viewers why this show remains one of Bravo's most underrated reality series. Because at the end of the day, Married to Medicine works when it mixes real life with real drama. And episode 14 delivered both. Now all that's left is the reunion, where the polite smiles from the gala will probably disappear very quickly.